Hello, I'm Bood and welcome to episode 28 of The Scarf My Father Wore, my series with the Mighty Hatters, Stockport County. As always, thanks for joining me. Make sure you smash the like button. Make sure if you really want to support me, you check the link down below for my Patreon and pledge that bad boy. Thank you very much. Right, second season in the Prem. This series is flying and it's getting to a good stage now. I think we shocked a lot of people last year. I put a squad together of players from the lower leagues and loans, and I want to stick with that. I want to find little gems, and on this save, I tell you what, there's been some cracking players down below. Now you might remember we got two players last season from Preston in League One who came and did a very good job for us in the Premier League. Young English players. Whoever knew that Preston was this like powerhouse of youth? I didn't, but they are on this save. So yeah, squad looks different. It does look different. Quite a few guys who've been sticking around for a while have gone. We've made some additions, a couple of loans as well, and even though the bookies don't favour us, I do, and I was super excited for the season to start. So, well, let's begin. So, of course, we finished 8th last year, just one spot away from European place, which is absolutely crazy. 10 points away from Spurs, but that is some achievement. We were favourites to go down, so I was well proud of that. And we favourites to go down again. Second favourites to go down. And these 5 teams, all the same. Watford, they've just come up. Palace, Fulham, Villa and us, which is a bit disrespectful. I'll be honest with you, there's been a lot of changes in this league. City got a new manager, Chelsea got a new manager, Spurs got a new manager. It's been a bit crazy and there's been a lot of money spent. We've spent quite a lot of money for us, to be fair. I had over 45 million to spend and generated some. So first, we're going to quickly go through the outs to say farewell to some quality players. Ashley Hunter, picked him up on a free, stayed here for a good few years, did a job for me, wanted to leave. He was 30, I felt it was time for him to go. Got a couple of million for him. He's gone to Blackburn in the Championship. Farewell, Ash. Next is James Clark, who we picked up on a free my first season. Decent little right back. Premier League quality, possibly not. He went for about £1 million to Reading. I mean, he was a legend for a long time. He's even done a job for him on the right wing and scored some right worldies. But it's time to go. Luke McGee, my keeper from last year, he's gone. He did a decent job, but we all know he was not Premier League. I needed to upgrade that position, and I think I have, and I can't wait to show you my new goalies. So with me saying new goalies, yep, that means both of the guys went. So Alfie Whiteman, who was my backup, decent backup as well as a good keeper, he's left and he's gone to Wigan. And the last player out of the squad to leave was Ben Williams, a good left back of mine. He was a first teamer for a while, until last year really, when we brought in Cox, but good player, and he's gone to Reading as well. So we brought in a lot of ins and we've done some good business. Again, finding a player at Preston who were in League One. Now this guy's cost me 10 million eventually, with add-ons and all that. But I think he's brilliant. 19 years old, loads of potential. My scouts loved him. I like the look of him. He's got the framework to be very good in League One. There's some right cracking players in the lower levels this year. So this is the third player I've took from Preston over the last 2 seasons. So could have a big future. Next up is Mr. O'Connor. We've signed from Sheffield Wednesday. I had to do a bit of unsettling with this one, and we finally got the deal done. He's cost me 12.5 million. I might have overpaid a bit, but again, I think he's got a decent amount of potential. He's 22, can cover in other positions. He's not going to be a starter, but he's definitely a great squad player. We have a new right back who I think is great. He's got loads of potential. He's come from Luton, right? And it's cost me quite a bit of money, but again, from Luton, his finish. Now his tackling could be better, his speed could be better, but I like his aggression, his bravery, and I think he's got his teamwork. He's got a lot of good traits. He's naturally fit, and this is a great. I like this guy. It's going to be interesting to see if he can do it in the Premier League. Next up, we have a big purchase. Will cost me 23 million. It's not cost me that; it's cost me 10 with a lot of add-ons. So he's going to have to, do a lot really to pay that off. We'll see what happens, but I really like this lad, Emmanuel Yeboah, right winger. Now we've got Nichols on the left, who I think is good. But this lad I was happy with, because as soon as we signed him, he became a wonder kid. He was not a wonder kid. Apparently now he is. He's English. We have got so many English players, and I love that. You know what I mean? I really do love it, because a lot of the time with these kind of saves, you'll know me if you watch my stuff, I tend to go abroad and pick up bargains here and there in Brazil or France or whatever. This has been great. I've loved the English theme behind it. So yeah, it's cost me quite a bit of money, but he's 19. I think with his first touch is 17. His vision, his work rate, he's going to be a great player. Now, I bought Jake Wright He's cost me over 20 million, and he's a very good player. I got him from Watford. Even though they got promoted, he wanted to leave. There was quite a lot of clubs in for him. I've paid him 90 grand a week. I think that's what swayed it. Not big teams, but good mid-level Premier League teams. Now, I wasn't necessarily looking for him at first, but as you start going through your squad, there's certain players like Dronfeld. Remember Dronfeld? And you think to yourself, is he really good enough? I want more quality. So as soon as I knew I could get this deal done, and he was interested, and they accepted the offer, we did it. Class player. I think he's class. One of my new keepers, I'm not 100% sure who the starter's going to be, we'll find out, is Mr. Oliveira. Now, we got him from Southampton for 8 million. He was transfer listed. Southampton are in the Championship. Now, I brought him in as a backup, but I think with reflexes of 18, handling of 16 at 23, he could become good. It's going to be interesting. We'll have to wait and see. The next goalkeeper, I took off a recommendation of one of you. Yes, Paul Mclurkin, your recommendation. You told me to get him. You said you have him, and he's done really, really well for you. So I did look at him. He was at Sheffield United, like you said, in the Championship still. So it cost me 14.5 million though. Eventually, again, he's going to have to play for England to pay most of that off. So we'll wait and see what happens. Now, I think he looks great. We'll see what happens. So we'll see what happens, because the young guy probably, I think, has got a bigger future. Over to the loans. I think we've got 5. The first one's Mr. Angel Marty. Not the same Angel of last year, the right back. Couldn't get most of them back, to be fair. They've all did that well for us. The teams want to give him a first team opportunity. But this one's a centre half. He's also Spanish from Atletico Madrid. Loads of potential. We have Carlos Martos, who's going to be another central midfielder. A great one at that as well. Quality player. I would love to have my own squad of players, but I think when you can dip into the low market like this still, and bring in this quality from big teams, you might as well while you're a club at the level we are. This guy I've signed as a left winger. I couldn't get any. There was one decent one on loan, and he chose to go to Augsburg, is it, in Germany instead of us? English, from City, absolute beast, super rapid, dead fast, loads of ability. And once he went, I was like, what am I going to do? I'd run out of money at this point. Couldn't stretch it anymore. And I needed a left winger to compete with Nichols. So I've had to go down the right winger route, who can cover on the left, but he can use both feet, and he's a wonder kid, so we'll see what happens. I wanted a left back to help Cox at left back, especially with Ben Williams leaving. So we've loaned Langille, 21-year-old French lad from Lille. Again, good young player. And last but not least, we've loaned a striker from Barcelona. Munier. I thought it was time to not get him back. After all the years he's been with us, he just hasn't really got any better. I wanted someone quality to really support the striker we've got, who's really good. We've got Turner as a backup, but he's all right. I needed that quality. I want 2 good strikers. So again, this is when I've run out of money. So we brought in Andreas Roberto from Barcelona. Again, another wonder kid. We'll loan someone else's wonder kid, and hopefully can do well for us. So if we look at the squad depth, don't forget we've still got Mason, who had a great year for me last year. He's got someone to compete with him now, which I'm happy with. Obviously, that's Chris Turner, the third choice, who's decent, can finish and all that. He's not great. Third choice striker is okay. Don't forget we've got Mr. Nichols, who I really like. We've really developed this kid, and I think he can still get better. Obviously, on the right, you've seen those guys. Stanic's going to be the backup right winger. I decided to keep Stanic because I quite like some of his skill. The young Croatian. Drop back to midfield. We've still got Max Curtis, who's going to be my defensive midfielder. Again, from last year, young English. His value's shot up. And obviously got Marsden as well. To mix in with the new boys, he did really well last year. Coxey had so much interest from the big teams. West Ham in particular kept putting in silly bids. What was good about him though, when I turned the bids down, he was okay. I turned about 4 bids down, he was okay. It came to like the 5th bid, and he came to me and he didn't ask to leave. He said, "Can I just have a new deal?" That to me shows me that's the kind of player I like. I like it here. I'm committed to you in the club. Just give me a new deal. So that was brilliant. Centre halves, we've still got Liddington. I think he's one of the Preston lads. The young Scottish international. Aspinall as well. Great young centre half. Lots of English players. Darren Rye. He's a squad filler though. Young English. Nico Williams is the guy I've decided to keep as the backup. Everyone bigs him up. I thought he was better than Clarkey, that's why Clarkey went. And you've seen my new goalkeeper, so I think we look good. Finances are looking good. I mean, I spent 40 initially. A lot of add-ons are going to double that probably. I spent more like 80 eventually, maybe. We'll be alright. We're in the Premier League. I recouped just short of 5. I got wiggle room and stuff now, to be fair. But yeah, I'm set. I've got 2 players I'm happy with in every position with a couple of spares. That's all I need. Don't forget, we still got the best coaching team and I ain't touched that. So all these new managers are coming, all these big Premier League teams have been bringing in the staff and they're still not touching us when it comes to coaching. I have improved scouting because again I want to keep going this year. Finding all these players in the lower leagues has been great and I want to keep kind of run with that theme. I mean, let's look at the squad and look at the nationalities. Look, I mean, a lot of the loan guys are obviously foreign, apart from one, I think. But look how many English players we've got. How many English players? We've changed the age. The oldest player is Mr. Dewhurst, the new goalkeeper, 25. So we are young, we are hungry, we are fresh. Got no fear. I love a good young team. I think you're successful more with young teams, not because of the youth. Maybe it's in my head, but I like the idea of them being fearless. When they get older, you can maybe experience sometimes can go against you. I don't know. But I always have success with young teams, and this one's a good young team. Now, you know all about the facilities. We're still doing the training, we're still doing the data, they're doing the youth, and we're expanding the stadium. I think we're going up to 20,000. I keep saying this, but I hope we stay at Edgeley. It is quite cool when you get a new stadium, there's a chance you might get it named after you, blah blah blah, but I want to stay at Edgeley. I like that idea. I don't want a fancy new stadium. I like the idea of us improving Edgeley Park like it's been getting improved in real life. We had one hell of a pre-season, went on tour to Scotland, a little bit of Scotland. Started our campaign against Dundee United, and I love Dundee United because that rebuild, one of my favourites. Still heartbreaking after all them years. 10 years, got to the Champions League final and lost. Devastated. And we battered them 5-0. Beat Falkirk, drew with Aberdeen, beat Partick Thistle, drew with the Mighty Rangers, and then we had to play 2 games against our affiliates, which Stockport Town give them a right kick in, and then we played some random game. I think the assistant set that up. I thought I'd switch that off. I mustn't have because I did not set that up. And I couldn't be asked cancelling it, so we played that as well. So it was a big pre-season, which is good in a way because it had so many new players coming in. I want them to gel. And I've played one Premier League game, the opener against Wolves. They were predicted to be about 9th, so that's where I want to be. So it was a good test really, and it was a freaking good game in a way. I thought the wheels had fell off instantly because Wolves went 1-0 up, and then about half an hour later 2-0 up, and then we decided to score 2 goals in 2 minutes. Mason had not started. I started the new boy, the wonder kid from Barcelona. Brought Mason on. He saved the day. So with that in mind, what did the board want this year? Fight bravely against relegation. When it came to the bonuses, I've gone full bonus. First time I could ever do it. So maximum money for the players if they do well in the league. And then I went minimum in the cups. Because it'd be great to go on a cup run. It'd be great to win a cup. I'm just not thinking it's our time yet to target those. I want to have everyone's focus on the league because, you know, we did well last year, but that don't mean we're going to do well this year. One thing, I hadn't really looked at this for a while. I finally made the Legends list with Mike Flynn, Kevin Francis, Dave Jones, Danny Bagheera and Jimmy Gannon. And booed. Which does mean, if we got a new stadium, my name would be in the pot with all those guys. I know Jim Gannon and Danny Bagheera are legends. I mean, Danny Bagheera's got a stand named after him. Jim Gannon probably will have one day. But I've done more than they have, haven't I? I should have a stadium named after me. We have a money affiliate. We're going big time. We are going big time. We've got Accrington, Ebbsfleet, and obviously Stockport Town, who battered 9-0 in pre-season. They're like the lone ones where I can send players out. And my director of football does that for me because I'm lazy. But I'd like to have 2 money affiliates. Hopefully we can get an American one in the future. But it is just one of them, innit? Any extra money we can get in for merchandise, it's got to be a bonus. So this is the transfer window, and as you can see, we spent 36.5, brought in 4.7. But then you look at what we're competing with. Look at United and City. Look at Wolves. Bloody hell. I mean, United have spent some mega money, haven't they? I mean, where's like Chelsea haven't they? Chelsea must be happy. Liverpool haven't. Liverpool spent 3.9. Chelsea have spent 17. They've sold a lot of talent. So who are we playing? Well, we're playing Crystal Palace because it's the first home game of the season. I thought, let's get to Edgeley, get one game out of the way. And I'm excited. Michael O'Neill's team. Should be a good one. onto the match preview for today's game. That kit of Crystal Palace's makes your eyes go funny, doesn't it? Don't like it. But we are favourites. Welcome to Edgeley Park, soon to be the massive 20,000 seater Edgeley Park. And this is a good team of mine. We've got the right winger I've brought in to go on the left. He's starting over Nichols today. Your Bow on the right because he's good. Mason's getting a start because he did so well. Oh, look, that's where they're building. They're filling in another corner. Exciting. We've got Wrighty in the middle, very good midfielder with the guy on loan, Curtis, Liddington and Marty, Lindbergh, Coxey and Dewhurst is getting a nod again today. Hopefully he can have a good game. Palace kick off. The kit looks better there, doesn't it? Don't make your eyes go fuzzy. But yeah, pitch looks amazing. Atmosphere's amazing. I can't wait to go back to football. Like I've talked about in the past, I had a football vlog series planned that was going to run from like March to the summer. Obviously had to cancel it because of COVID. Don't know when that's going to start. Really excited by it as well. It's going to be fun, me and a mate, and we're going to be like a tag team on it. Have different guests come with us to different games because I live in a great place. There's so many great clubs at lower level, and I don't even know if some of these clubs are going to exist. The ones I wanted to go to, it's crazy. So I'm gutted about that because I think the idea is brilliant. I reckon some of you would have enjoyed it, especially football fans. You would have enjoyed it, even though it's not Football Manager, but it is Palace. Come on, boys. We are a good team, but Palace have started really well, and that's some good football by them, and a great save, Dewhurst. On the ball for Palace, Mr. Varda. Can we get it away and get him on the break? Come on, lads. Nope, Jones is picked up at edge of the box. Gives it to Garcia. What's he going to do? Pings it out to Vader. Darth Vader. I might have to sign him just because of his name. Right, come on, here we go. Bangora. Double-footed, right winger. He's a genius. I have got my idea for FM21. I'll be doing the rebuilds. I'll be doing a rebuild with the beta with the Premier League team, trying to win them the Premier League. That'll be for a couple of weeks. Then when the full game comes out and I get access to the lower league databases, I'll be making my custom team. I think the theme of it is brilliant. Like I said, my mate FM Kit Designer, you can find a link to down below in the description, who's made all the kits for this series. He's designed me some kits, and the ones he's got come up with at the minute. Oh, for God's sake. Dennis, man, what are you doing? Demanded more. We'll see what happens. Yeah, shit, what was I saying about? Yeah, so he's designed me some great kits, great logos, and like I said, I'm going to get them made into proper kits that you guys will be able to buy if you want to really get behind the series and be part of the series. I did run a competition for people. If they became a patron by the end of July, beginning of August, Mason, they'll be in it. So anyone who did that, if you're one of those guys, you'll be in it as a player or staff member. It's going to be great. Have a right good laugh. Can't wait. Seriously. I can't wait. I might piss a few people off with it, but we'll have to wait and see about that. Well, it's half time. They're playing a lot better than we are. The one thing to do, and that is kick them all up the bumholes. Right, let's go. Play it to 60 minutes. See if we can change the game. If we don't, make some subs. But it's Palace again. Come on, boys. I mean, we were a bit flat in the Wolves game. Then we just came alive. Bang, bang, 2 goals. So yeah, we are not looking good. I told him to get creative and that worked. I took a chance, man. I gambled. Yeah, this is not working for us. Let's make a change now while they're all frustrated. Okay, we made 2 subs. We've got Roberto coming on and Marsden. We'll see what happens. So new guy in the middle, new striker. Wonder kid striker from Barcelona. Can he show us what he's about? He wasn't that great against Wolves. That's why I brought Mason on. But we've not been that great. It's like we're starting slow this year. Maybe we've been found out. My boring ass tactic has been found out. Like, come on, that was shocking. Should have controlled that, man. Just give him the ball straight back. So you may or may not know, but this is my only series for the moment. Because honestly, my wife's about to pop. So I just want to keep things easy. That's why I cancelled the rebuilds. Stick with this. I do have one video I want to stick out. It's kind of a story experiment billionaire thing that I've done in the past with a different twist on it. But yeah, I'm just going to be taking it easy for a while. Hopefully you all understand. And it's that prepping for FM21 really. I've got nothing. I've got the idea in my head and the kit's made, but nothing prepped. Can we do it here in the last dying minutes? Come on, that'd be pretty special. Come on, let's do something. Here's Curtis. Oh my God. Cox has saved that. Mars has picked it up. Give it. Oh, come on. This has got to be promising. Here's Roberto. Oh, no! Where's Palace right on the death? Do not score another. Please. Darth Vader. 2-0 Palace. Well, here's what it is. You can't win them all. And we definitely did win this one. But, you know, we've got work to do here. I might have to look at some of the training maybe. I don't know. Up it a level. Kick their ass a bit. After 2 games, we have 1 point and we're down in 15th. But, you know, it's a marathon, not a sprint. I'm not pushing the panic button just yet. I think we'll be okay. I hope we'll be okay. Well, not the result we wanted, but it is what it is. Thank you as always for sitting here with me and watching. I really do appreciate it. The thumbs up, the comments, all the support, the view, all of it. Honestly, I really, really do. Thank you as always. Let me know what you think of the squad down below. Do you think we're doomed? Do you think we can bounce back? I've got faith. I've got faith in my young team. I think we'll get enough results to do well this year. But it's a long freaking process, this. But I love it. So do you. That's why you're still here, eh? So I'm going to see you for episode 29 out. Don't let me down. A couple of days, it'll be out. Love you. A long time. I'm Bood. Bye-bye.